All right, good morning, good morning. This is Josh Prohibition here out on a beautiful Monday morning on Lake Erie. And today I'm going to be targeting some walleye. And it's kind of funny, last season I ran crankbaits the entire season and I never had to change up the program because it just kept working. And a couple weeks ago, crankbaits were just slow. And I brought out spoons, which I hadn't fished all last summer. And that was the ticket, and it has been since then. For the last couple of weeks, spoons have been getting me my limit. So that's what I'm going to come out with today. But the one thing that anybody knows that has fished Lake Erie for any amount of time is that just because it worked yesterday doesn't mean it's going to work today. So we're going to run a couple spoons. I'm also going to throw one crankbait out there because in Ohio you're allowed to run 3 lines at a time. So that's the program. I'm going to do 2 spoons. I'll talk about the setup here in a second. And 1 crankbait, and hopefully we can put 6 walleye in the kayak just like yesterday. So here we go. I'm in about 28 feet of water, so I've been really having a lot of luck between 30 to 32, so we'll get all our stuff in the water as we head towards that depth. I'm going to start off with a simple bandit, and I'm going to run this one on a planer board to kind of get it away from the kayak, and also I'm going to run the jet divers after that with the spoons on it. So I've been running these bandits about 100 back, and that's been working well. So I'm going to let out about 100 feet of line here. Got some nice marks already, so hopefully it's a good day. All right, so there's 100 feet of line on the bandit, which puts that one down about 20 feet in the water column. I use these offshore planing boards, and I'm going to clip that on. And then from that point on, I run it about 30 feet. So now that we got that out, let's start running these spoons, which we've been having a lot of luck with. So we'll start with the setup here. I have a 30-pound braid with a 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. I'm running these Jet Diver 40s. And then on the end of that, at the bottom of my leader, I have a Michigan Stinger spoon, which have been working well. I feel like the smaller ones work better than the big ones, so we're gonna run some small ones. And I've been running these about 75 to 80 feet back, and that's what's been working. So again, there's no need to change it up if it's working. So I'm gonna let that out. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So you set your diver here by locking this in, and theoretically, when the fish bite it, it should open that diver up and it should stop pulling. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you're fighting the fish and the diver. But again, they work really well for taking those spoons down much deeper in the water column to hopefully get you some fish. And we got a lot of nice marks here on this fish finder. And just based on the shape, I'm pretty confident that those are going to be walleye. All right, there's 80. All right. So as far as trolling speeds go, I this time of year with the water temperatures, I got my surface temperature here at 66 degrees. I run them between like 1.8 miles per hour and 2.2, and that seems to work well. So let's just start right around 2 and see if there's a particular speed that these guys are interested in. Oh, fish on. All right, I told you there was a lot of nice marks there. I might spin back around and see if do another pass there, because there was a lot of fish piled up, and that was in about 31 feet of water, which is not too deep, which is great. Then I don't have to paddle or pedal as far in if I get my limit. And I think this one popped the diver, so I think this is a fish that I'm fighting, and it feels like a pretty good one. So we'll see what we get as it surfaces. Beautiful, beautiful fish. That's like a perfect eater size. Oh yeah, it's about 20 some inches, healthy looking. That's a beauty. So now, while keeping my troll going, I'm gonna try to get this guy off of the unhooked here, run them through the top of their mouth and then through the translucent skin on the bottom, and it's a beauty. All right, over the board. All right. Back out to 80. Still have incredible marks out here on the fish finder. And there's a fish. Hopefully that trip. I'm worried this is going to be another drum. Just based on the fight. Yeah, this one could have gave up a little. Let's see what we got. Oh, big walleye. Yeah, real nice walleye. Huge one. Look at that guy. That's almost too big to eat. That's about 24. We'll keep it. So anyway, that's a nice fish. That's gonna give some nice meat. Look at that guy. Let's get him on the stringer. There's a big, healthy-looking fish. That's kind of the max size that I'll eat. Anything bigger than that, I feel like the flesh gets kind of mushy. Come on, buddy. There we go. Try to go through the top and the bottom because then it keeps their mouth kind of closed instead of being like a drift sock. Yikes. All right. Wow. That's either a gigantic drum or a huge wall. Just buried that board. All right, let's do this. You put your jet diver here, hopefully to keep it out of the way. And something absolutely just buried that board. That thing just sunk like a battleship. All right. I'm guessing drum just based on the way that board went down. I mean, it was completely underwater. This is the challenge here of kayak fishing. Want to keep your troll going. Try to release this board while keeping some pressure on it. All right, I still got the fish. I feel it. All right, now let's see if we can get this, whatever this is, in the boat. This is just fun. It's just, I don't think I'd rather be anywhere else on earth than right here, right now, honestly. What a place to live, Cleveland, Ohio. This is sporting. Man, this got to be a drum. If not, it's a gigantic walleye if it's not a drum. Could be a steelhead? That'd be cool. Still haven't got eyes on it. Where's that? It is. Giant drum. I knew it. Let's see if I can shake this guy without having to put him in my net. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Let me, where'd my, oh, there. See if I don't have to put you in my net, tangle you up. All right. Got something. A lot of shaking going on. We'll see. Hopefully I don't lose this one again like I did the last one. Just flat out embarrassing, right? Come on, baby. Come on, big money walleye. We got, let's see what we got here. It's got to be a drum. Ooh, nice walleye. Come on, Bubba. Beauty. That's a beaut. Oh, that's a healthy fish. Let me get this line off here. There we go. Hey, that guy. Beauty, huh? Forgot my better glasses. These are not as protective as my grandma driving glasses that I sometimes use to fish. Got very sensitive eyes to go with my sensitive heart. There's a fish. I put a planer board back out because the spoons were slowing down. We'll see if it's something decent. I think it just shook. Let's see. Some of these free divers pull so hard you don't know sometimes if they're a fish or the diver itself, but I think this fish is off. Oh no, it's still on. Let's see if we can net it. Nice walleye. Perfect. Great size to eat. Come here, buddy. Stop it. See that thing? Perfect eater. Perfect eater. Let's see. There's a fishy. All right. Let's see. Hopefully it tripped the diver. So, yep. I'm fighting a fish only. I feel it. Stuck in my PFD, bro. A lot of shakes. Thank you. It's a beauty. That's a beauty. Perfect eating size for me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Maserati West. See if I can unwrap you here so that we don't have a chaos again. All right, beauty. Good. What happened here, dude? All right. Chaos. 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 They still love them spoons. Loving them spoons. Well, if it's a walleye, it's a good one. This would be number 6, but remember, don't count your walleyes until they're netted. We'll see. We'll see what we got. It's got a lot of shake. Come on, baby. Oh, this is going to be a drum. It's way too much head movement. And there it is. Number 6. All right, all right. That'll be my limit. Heck yeah. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish to end the day here. Stop it. Beauty. All right. All right. It's time for the post-game recap. So I switched out my sun hat for my baseball cap because I don't want to start a fashion trend that those dingleberries at Met Gala would be replicating next year. But anyway, the action started incredibly fast. For the first hour there, it was just kind of constant fish between the big walleye and the drum. And it slowed down a little bit, but spoons was still the flavor that they liked. I was running True Trip Diver 40s and Stinger spoons, smaller are better. And I was running them about 80 feet back the whole time, and that was the ticket. You know, I caught 6 really healthy walleye. Kind of getting look at them there. I'm going to go home, clean those up, get them in the freezer, and start figuring out what recipes I'm going to make. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, throw it in the comment section there. I'll try to get back to you. And I appreciate you watching. I'm a teacher by trade, so I love kind of showing how I do things and explaining it. And we live on one of the greatest natural resources in the world here. It's a world-class walleye fishery. And, supposedly there's about 100 million walleye out here. So it's a great source of protein. And for my gym bros out there, the macros on the walleye is excellent. So now that I'm down 30 pounds here since being a turd in the winter, I try to eat walleye at least a couple times a week here. So anyway, thank you again. Please subscribe. All the other things that you're supposed to say when you're a YouTuber. Just pretend like I said them. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.